Overall, we can't thank our officers enough, but key was we did sensitivity training for all of those officers. All 600 plus officers had sensitivity training. We reminded them that South Carolina was named the friendliest state in the country and that we wanted to welcome tourists, but let them know that they needed to abide by our laws. And I think if you take all of that with the work and efforts of the county and the city and law enforcement in this area, it worked beautifully. We saw huge reductions in crime that we had seen last year. We've seen a lot of difference in terms of mentality and how people talk to each other. There was a respect this past weekend that we didn't have before, and so now we're going to continue to work hard to make sure that that improves every year. We want to do whatever we can to help our businesses, but what I'll tell you is that one-way traffic on the boulevard was hugely important to our officers, and when we went through the debriefing, I don't think that you're going to see that end. I think the barriers are going to stay there because that kept people on the sidewalks as opposed to in the roads. Those things worked, and so we know for a fact those were the two key elements that we needed to have on top of the additional resources and officers. That's what we'll continue to do as we work with the county going forward. What we've done is we've told the leaders of Atlantic Beach that they have options, and the options are we are prepared to come in and create that to be a tourist destination year-round. There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of value there. My director of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism has gone and met with that team. I've met with them a couple of times to say, look, we have options for you. It doesn't have to be this one weekend a year. They have not taken us up on it yet, but what we've said is, in order for us to move forward on that, they do need to end Bikefest so that we can go to this other option. So we'll continue to have conversations with them and see what we can do.